Morning, everybody. Today we're going to be making Bona Dea's Marvelous Muffins. And this is, again, a super easy recipe. It's literally just 3 ingredients and you're making muffins. So today we're going to make blueberry ones, but while they're cooking, I'm going to give you some other tips for add-ins that you can do because you can literally have hundreds of different choices. So you'll start first, put your muffin mix in a bowl. Then you're going to add about a half a cup of milk or milk alternative. Today I'm using the 30-calorie unsweetened almond milk. You can also use coconut milk or any other milk that you like, or just regular dairy. And then 2/3 cup of oil. And the oils, you can use avocado, walnut oil works great, grapeseed oil, or olive oil, whatever you have on hand. And then 2 eggs. And our mixes are all vegan based, so if you don't want to have eggs, that's fine. You can simply use a tablespoon of flax and a little bit of water, and that's equivalent to 1 egg. So you're going to mix that all up. And this is going to have a little bit of a dark coloration because our primary ingredients in this mix is millet and teff. And teff is a darker grain, but it's got a great nutty flavor and is packed full of protein and fiber. So get that good and mixed up. And once it's evenly mixed, then you can add in your add-ins. So we're going to just add in about a cup of fresh blueberries, but you can also use frozen, whatever you have. And then another tip that I really like to make the muffins super moist and fluffy is to add about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of distilled white vinegar. So just pour that in there. And it won't alter the flavor. Don't get, caught up on the smell of the vinegar. You won't be able to taste it, I promise. But it really will make a big difference in the fluffiness. Everybody likes a good fluffy muffin. All right, so once it's mixed, you're ready to put it in the pan. So just make sure your pan is either oiled or you have liners. And you're going to put about a tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoons in each liner. Just have it about 2/3 of the way full. And of course you can also use these for the mini muffin pans as well. So it'll make 12 regular size muffins, but you can do mini muffins, or if you have a bigger tin, you want to just do 6 big old breakfast muffins, that works too. So once you have all of your batter in the muffin tin, another really great trick is to put a little bit of sugar in the raw on top of each muffin. It makes them have that extra little sparkle and looks super fancy, and you'll impress all your friends. So just sprinkle a few granules on each muffin, not a lot. And then once you've got it all done, pop it in the oven at 350 degrees and cook for about 15 minutes. You're just looking for them to be a nice golden brown. All right, so while the blueberry muffins are cooking, I thought I'd give you a few other ideas for add-ins into the Marvelous Muffin mix. This is one of my favorites. It's the avocado citrus muffin. So instead of egg, you actually use avocado. And you want to use about half of avocado or a full one, depending on the size. So for a size this big, I'm going to use about half avocado. Then just a little bit of zest of a full lemon and an orange. And then you can also use fresh zest ginger, about a teaspoon, or just a teaspoon of ground ginger works just as great. And you just whip that in and replace the eggs, and you've got awesome gluten-free vegan muffins. Another just classic is your banana nut muffin. So we have banana and walnut here, but you could also use pecans or whatever else kind of strikes your fancy. And then just a simple spice muffin. So you're going to use cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. And you can also get a little seasonal and add about a half a cup to a cup of pumpkin puree. And you've got delicious pumpkin muffin. And so about 15 minutes later, you can pull these bad boys out of the oven. Oh yeah, those look great. And you've got gluten-free blueberry muffins.